So hi guys, and welcome to your self-care video. So I know I promised you guys this, so I'm very happy to finally have found the time to actually do it. So I'll introduce the products first. Now I can't remember the exact prices of all of them, but like super cheap, like they're all underneath like, you know, $10 kind of thing. So this is the face mask that I'm going to be putting on, and that is just at Chemist Warehouse. All these products except for this one here is all just at, you know, Chemist Warehouse, so it's really cheap. And Bioten Perfect Hand, so this is just like, you know, hand moisturizer. And so this is really funny. So Dominique Sachse actually recommended this because I've been having the massive trouble with just dry lips at the moment. And Lansolin, which is actually nipple cream, but it's actually really deep moisturizer and it's great for your lips. And that's what she said. She's never used anything else. And I think they've actually got a lip balm out now, but the Chemist Warehouse didn't have it, so I just had to embarrassingly ask for this one. So that was great. And for this epsom salt, so this is just magnesium, so this is just what you put in the bath, and it's really good for your muscles, gets like all the lactic acid out of them, so especially if you're like heavy into working out and stuff, this is great for you just to help you relax the muscles, release all the lactic acid so you have no pain the next day. So I'll be putting this in my bath as well. And so just for the hair treatment, just protein, I think that's how you say, keratin. So this is just a 3-minute treatment, but I leave it in for a little bit longer so it really like moisturizes my hair, makes it like really healthy. But I got this one at Aldi's. It's one of those specialty items, so I don't know exactly where else you can get it, but I'm sure at any other chemist you can get it, and I think it was only about like $15 or something like that. But all this is super cheap. So from memory, this is about $3. This is about $5, and I think this is around the $10 mark. And I think this is around the $10 mark as well. So all super cheap. So the first thing I start off with is the face mask. So I'll slowly start to get that out. So get that out. And as you can hear, I'm listening to my meditation music as I do this because that just relaxes you even more. Just kind of gets me in the Zen mode of it all. You know, self-care, just taking time out for you, which is I've found, as I've learned this year, is extremely important. Okay, so I think this is right. So you just have to really fiddle with it to get it to the right spots underneath. For this one, they say to leave it on for about 15 to 20 minutes. You can leave it on for a little bit longer if you like, but I think try to stick to the recommendation. Like, you look like a scary person, but it's really good for your skin. So just do this when there's nobody else in your apartment. Okay, so that looks about right. So now my next step is I'm going to wet my hair so I can put the treatment through it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now I have wet my hair enough to be able to put treatment in. Now normally I'll be doing this in the bath, but for the purpose of this video I've had to kind of update it. So about a handful. Just really work that into your hair. Now while we're doing this, we can be filling up the bath as well, which is really good, which I'm going to be doing in about 2 seconds. And also, before you start doing all this, is kind of set up the bath area too, because I've set up with some incense and some candles, which I'll be showing you, just to really set the mood for it. And also like some like meditation music or just some relaxing music that you really like connect to, that just calms your mind, and just literally you can just feel the thoughts like flowing away like this mask. And you put this mask up a little bit more. There we go. And as I said before, this is not a beauty process, so don't think about looking pretty, just think about relaxing. Okay, so now I'm going to fill the bath. It'll help if I put the plug in. I'm just putting the epsom salts in. So, not too much, just shake it in a little bit. I also just like to set up just a bit of a towel here, just for a bit of a headrest, just for something soft for me to kind of like lean against. That's really important. Comfort is super important with this. So this is just my little setup here, just before my sink. So you can just smell the lovely incense as I'm just soaking in the bath. What I really say is, whatever it is that makes you relax, however you need to set up your environment, do that. Whatever music you like to listen to, or if you love candles or anything, really set up the space so you can just chill out and relax. And as everyone knows who watches my videos, I love candles and incense. And I also have a couple crystals here too, which is really lovely. Soaking up that healing energy. So before I step into the bath as well, just moisturising the lips. As you can tell, the mask likes to droop a little bit, so you're just going to have to keep adjusting that. And also with the mask too, so after about 15-20 minutes you take it off, but you might still feel a little bit of like moisturize, a little bit of dew on it, but keep that on your face. Don't wash it, so don't wash your face till the next day. If you do feel like it gets a little bit itchy or anything, of course wash it off, but if not, try and keep it on for as long as possible, that dew. But take the mask off itself after about 15 to 20 minutes, and then after that just rub that in, whatever the extra moisture is, and don't wash your face till the next day. Rub that moisturizer in. As you can see, I've changed the meditation music. This bit of music here is literally the most relaxing music I've ever found. And just at this point, calm your mind, your thoughts. But it's also a great time to start to think, what are you grateful for? What do you have right now that makes you happy, makes you smile? Where do you see yourself? Like, what do you envision for your future? This time you have right now, it's just for you, not for anybody else. So don't think about others' expectations of you, as I find that's something in my life that really did get to me when I was most down. It was trying to fulfill other people's expectations of me. And I forgot about my own, like what I wanted to do, what made me happy. Because I was so busy trying to please everybody, and you just can't. You can't please everybody. It's just impossible. So don't try. I know that's really hard to do. It's so easy to say, because I'm still, working on it myself. Like, we're all work in progresses, and nobody's perfect. Even when we leave this earth, we're not perfect. All you can do is just try and do your best. Because at the end of the day, that's all you're capable of. I gotta say, like, self-care, like, back in the day I would never have done this. I'd be, if I was like looking back on my old self, I'd be laughing at what I'm doing right now. But it's really weird, but it's just so important just to take this time out for yourself. Like, it's what I'm doing now, like I've said in a previous video, I would normally just do through like meditation, yoga, but this, what you're doing is just literally, it's just completely slowing down and putting health but beauty first, like what you want to look like, taking care of your skin, your hair, taking care of your muscles with the magnesium salts. It's just, and taking this, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, even 10 minutes, however long you want to do this for, it's just time for you. And that, at the end of the day, is, I reckon, for me, the definition of self-care. It's just time for you. Time to think. Time to be grateful. Because the only way you get more in your life is by being grateful for what you already have. Even if you're in a down spiral at the moment, even if you're tired and exhausted and you feel like you're at the bottom, there is always something to be grateful for. And what I like to remember at those times, there's always somebody worse off than you. That's really important to remember. And also a little quote that I like, even the worst days only have 24 hours. So if you're going through one of those days, you're at the end of one of those days, it can't ever be longer. But the only way to actually really appreciate the joy in your life when you have one of those exciting, happy moments is by having those bad days, because you know what it's like not to have those days, not to have those experiences come to you that you really want. You know what the opposite is, so you know to take advantage of those good times. And just realizing what's important to you. Is it family or friends? Is it career? Is it yourself? Because you always should be at the top of your own list. I know it sounds silly and a little bit wanky, but if you're not at the top of your list, you're putting others on the top there. And you're letting other people's expectations and judgments be what you think of you. I always say when I hear people, say like, oh, I have to impress this person, I have to make this person happy. I always say, why are you letting them have that power over you? Why are you giving them that power? Because essentially, if you're seeing somebody else as God, putting them on a higher pedestal than you, you're giving them your power. And you're letting their expectations of you become yours. I had that in my dancing, in my full-time course. I had a teacher there that I literally just put on the highest pedestal he possibly could have. He was like next to God in my mind. And I could never please him. So I was never happy with myself. So if he was happy with me, I was happy. But if he was unhappy, I was unhappy with me. And that was such a detrimental cycle I've got myself in, and it's just been something I'm still shaking now as it's become a habit. That's the worst thing. If you don't know you're doing it, it becomes a habit and it's subconscious. It's your subconscious behavior and you can't let that happen. If there's anything you can learn from this video, don't let other people's expectations be yours. And also, of course, about self-care. But I'm just doing this one on a Sunday afternoon because I always noticed, as anyone would know, when you got work the next day and you've had a few days off, you don't want to go to work. So generally, I like to do this on a Sunday afternoon, late Sunday afternoon, so I know I'll have a good sleep and I'll be, ready for the week. So that's my little tidbit. But if you have had a really tough day, I would suggest doing this straight away when you get home, because at least you know that night you're not going to have a sleepless night and be in even more worse mood tomorrow. At least you know you've had a good sleep and you can get a fresh perspective on the situation that's happened to you. So I'm just going to be quiet now and just enjoy my free time. So it's been probably, it's a lot longer than, 30 minutes what the treatment says, but I'm just going to wash my hair out now. Okay, so the bath is done and oh my god, I feel like so amazing right now, so relaxed. So just like to show you the last step. So this is just me moisturising my hands. Especially in winter, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I get the bloody driest hands in winter. But anyway, so I'm prepared for a really good sleep tonight. I'm very, very excited about that. And I hope some of this stuff has been helpful to you guys, because I must admit, my way of doing it is a bit different to Dominique's, the person who inspired me to do it. Really look her up. I'll have a link in the description below, Dominique Sachse. She's the one that gave me this idea. I've adjusted it for what I like to do. So come up with your own self-care routine, because everybody's different. What relaxes everybody is completely different. So just take, little tips from my thing. If that helps you, then do that. That's great. But if you have anything else that you like to do, even comment it below, because I'd love to find some new things anyway. So if you've got any ideas on self-care that you do that makes you feel amazing, have a great sleeps, or just really just for you, just to help you meditate, relax, and just, get into your thoughts, get into your ideas, your beliefs, what you're grateful for, just your ways of slowing down, just comment them below. I'd love to hear them. So anyway, I hope this has helped you guys, and if you like my stuff, please subscribe to my channel and share my videos around and just see if it helps somebody else. But if you have any ideas of what videos you'd like me to do, just comment below and I'll see if I can cater to your needs. Anyway guys, thank you, and I'm going to have a great sleep. Not right now, I'm so tempted to go to sleep right now, but you know, wait a couple of hours. But I hope you guys have an awesome day.